We're going to start. I want to give you tools for healing today, okay? So there is a lot of pranavayu that is circulating in this world right now, a lot of inward and upward energy. And what we want to do is try and balance that out. Yoga for healing means we're trying to balance out the different kinds of energies in our body so that we can promote healing and repair. Okay, so that's the parasympathetic side of your nervous system. So that's why we're going to do some nice breathing, meditation, gentle movements. I'm going to give you 6 different skills. This whole thing is recorded, so you can do it anytime you need, this whole class, to help bring yourself into that state of relaxation so that when you need that vibrant pranavayu energy to go forth in the world and work on all your projects and the things that matter, you're ready, right? You feel healthy and strong. So we're going to start in either legs up the wall. Hi, Michelle, welcome. And, or my favorite, legs up the couch. And it just depends on what furniture you have around you, okay? So I will show you legs up the couch. But it's pretty much what it sounds like. You're going to lie down on your back and scoot your booty up towards the furniture, whether that's the wall. You don't need to be able to see me once you lie down, so you can walk across to the other side of the room and disappear if you need. Be back up so you can see. Legs up the couch is like this. I just curl my legs up over the couch. I spread my arms out wide and rest my head on the floor. And if you're on the wall, it's the same thing, but your legs are straight. You're up against the wall. So take a moment here to make yourself really comfortable. And so you might be using some blankets. I'm going to take a look and peek at everyone. You might be using some blankets under your hips or underneath your neck. If you're feeling kind of cool, you might be using, I'm not sure it's too cool where anybody is, but you might have a blanket, some socks. Anything that helps you feel really comfortable. And then I want you to begin finding stillness. So once you've kind of arranged your body, we're going to stay here for a few minutes. So you want to get in a shape that you could hold for maybe 5 to 7 minutes. Once you get into the position, we're going to start with a special breath. It's called Dandelion Breath. I call it Dandelion Breath. It's really simple. It goes like this. You're going to breathe in through your nose. And you're going to breathe out through a pinhole shape in your lips. And you want to breathe out at about the pace that you would blow dandelion petals into the wind. So you're not trying to blow out a candle. You're more like trying to make it flicker without putting it out. You can close your eyes and picture the dandelion every time you exhale. Try that for a few rounds and give yourself time and space to find stillness. We're going to add something to this breath. I want you to make your inhalation through the nose to about a count of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and your exhale to 8. So your exhalation is going to be about twice as long as your inhalation. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try that on your own. If you can't make it to 8, it's okay. You might go to 6. But your inhalation is not fully full. That's why we're only going to 4. Dandelion breath. Nice relaxed face and jaw. Soften the hold of your eyes. So not too tight in the eye muscles. Nice soft jaw. Exhale, dandelion breath. When you start to feel yourself calming down, I want you to breathe now evenly. So that means probably about 6 counts in and 6 counts out. If the dandelion image is working well for you, stay with it. If you'd prefer just to breathe in and out through the nose, that's fine too. We're trying to bring our inward and upward energy in balance with our down and out energy. And I'll explain that later. Good. If it's helping you to relax and be calm, stay with this breath. Otherwise, I want you to now transition just to a natural breath. So the automatic breath, you don't need to change it. You don't need to work it. We're going to come to a deeper level of stillness by focusing your mind on your body. As you relax and close your eyes, I want you to send the attention of your body into your feet. I want you to feel the life in your feet. Feel what is touching the skin on your heels, against the bottoms of your feet, any place you're making contact somewhere. Can you feel the life in your toes? If you cannot feel a sense of life in your toes, you might give them a little wiggle and then see if you can let them just relax. This is called a body scan. We're going to continue up. I want you to notice the life in your in your ankles, your shins. You might feel your calves pressing against something, spreading. As you stay relaxed and focused, allow your ankles, your calves, your shins to soften even just a little bit more, relaxing away tension in your body just by paying attention to it. If you're having trouble inviting your mind to stay on the scan, try a few rounds of dandelion breath. Otherwise, relaxed, natural breath. Travel up through your thighs, your hips, your bottom. And you feel the spread of the sacrum. And you see if it's possible to let go and relax, especially if your legs are up and over a couch. Usually we can relax 100% and just go with gravity. deep repair for the layers of tissue in your thighs, in your Uttanasana, across your sacrum and into your pelvis, layers of tissue in your pelvis, relaxing, softening, just by paying attention and letting go. Travel up and explore your belly. Stay relaxed through the whole lower body as you explore the belly. It should be moving. The natural breath means your belly still has a little rise and fall. Can you sense it? If you can't sense it, you could put your hands on your belly. Be patient with yourself. This is not a performance. It's just a process. It takes practice. If you tend to be a person who clenches or holds the belly, see if now you might let it go. Let it become buttery soft. And let that softness travel up through your solar plexus, your ribs, your chest. Hang out at the chest for a moment, around your heart, the front side and the back side. There's a gentle lift at your chest. And there's a softening at your upper back. A spreading, a softening. Let your head rest deeper in the floor and see if any unconscious clenching deep inside your shoulder joints or anywhere around the heart might just let go a little bit more. Travel down the arms, into the wrists, the hands, fingers. Finally, fingers that have nothing to tap or type or hold. Can you feel a buzzing in the hands? Electricity, vibration, pulse, heat. Don't try to change anything, just notice the life that's there, the energy in your hands. Relax away any clenching. Move up through your neck and throat. Nice soft open throat. Energy moving. So that you might even feel the air passing by the back of your throat. Then begin with the back of the head. So can you feel the exact point on the back of your head where you're making contact with the floor? Can you relax and let gravity take your head down? So you even feel the weight of your skull and your big, beautiful brain. Settling into the floor like it's a nice soft pillow. Start to travel up through the face, relaxing your jaw and the space right in front of your ears. That joint by the front of your ears. Sometimes that space takes a little while, so take your time. Relax. Take a dandelion anytime you need. Allow your cheeks to spread and soften. See if the wrinkles might smooth out from the space between your eyebrows. All your smile places, your thinking places, the corners of your eyes, around your mouth, spreading, softening. Just try it. Even imagine that you could relax your hairline, your scalp, and even sense, can you sense the feeling of your hair on your head? Probably not the tips of your hair, there's no feeling there. But at your skull, can you feel a sense of relaxing through your hair? Feel the top of your head. Feel your entire body as a pulsing, connected unit. Balanced of all its energy. Allowing yourself to feel the pull of gravity. Feeling no need to resist it. Allowing yourself to ragdoll in a sense. We say in the ocean, when a big wave, when we surf in the ocean, a big wave takes us, we're underwater, to not fight it. Move with the currents, ragdoll. Go with the flow. You might start to feel a little bit numb in some places. If you stay in stillness, it should be okay, but we're going to begin to move if you feel ready. You might start by giving your toes a little awakening, a little wiggle. Maybe your head, a little roll side to side. Little movement in the fingers, like you're playing the piano or making a light fist. And when you feel ready, you'll pull the knees in towards your chest. We'll roll to the side. Roll onto one side, whichever one is comfortable and calling to you. And slowly push yourself up. You're going to come into a sitting position. Sitting crisscross. Allowing your glutes to come away from your sitting bones. You take whichever leg in front that you like. We're just going to take a second to notice how we feel. We're sitting up tall, but we're not really trying to effort very much, right? It's almost a natural sinking into your hips. Okay. We're going to take a deep breath in. Just reach your arms out and up and reach up for the sky. Feel your chest rise, but your shoulders stay kind of easy. Feel the moment that your hands touch. And then exhale, let your arms sweep out and down. Breathe in through your nose, lift your arms. Let's breathe out, dandelion, as the arms come back down. Again, arms rise up. Let's take a side bend over to the right this time. So you're going to bring your right hand down in line with your hip and just lift up really. long and strong through the left side. Keep your chin off your chest and keep that sense of lightness, of space around the base of your neck. Keep both your sitting bones connected to the floor. Rise back up, feel the moment again. Let your hands touch. And then go to the other side. And pushing down a little bit off of the floor, pressing my right hip into the ground. And opening up some space on the right side of the body. Try to avoid leaning backwards behind your sitting bones because that will strain your lower back a little bit. Good. Let's move just side to side. Inhale, arms rise, hands touch. Exhale, over to the right. It's up to you how far over you'd like to go. Inhale, move at your own pace. You might be moving a little faster than me, a little slower. Everybody's breath is unique. Next time you go over to the right, take 2 hands over. 2 hands over. They're still shoulders width apart. You lean a little bit over that right leg. And then you rise up through the center. It's like a cartwheel again. Woo. And then over to the other side. So just moving in 6 directions with the spine. This gets into twists a little bit. Yeah, one hand and the other. Over to the other side. We're going to come up through the center again. Feel that moment again that your hands touch. And then bring your hands down to the floor in front of you. Keep your sitting bones connected to the floor. Just walk your hands forward until your spine rounds. Some of you will put your elbows on the floor. Some of you will not because it's too far away. You might rest and try and drop the weight of the head down. For some of you, you can put your forehead down on the floor. For others, you might have a block or you could just stack your hands. And for some of us, that's just way too far away still. I want you to just sense a light tug across your back. Just a light tug. A little bit of good stress. And invite some breath. Breath is traveling through your body. And then we'll slowly walk the hands back in. We're going to stretch your legs out in front of you. I'll show you just from the side. We'll take a counter stretch for the back. Fingertips behind you. I'm not trying to lean back. I'm really on the bottom of my sitting bones. We take a sitting cow stretch or a kidding sow stretch, whichever one feels good. Roll those shoulders back. Press your heels forward. Open up across the front of the chest. Take a deep breath. Let your head, again, be mobile, right? So your neck doesn't get stuck. You can move around. Good. And then we'll release, and I want you to crisscross again with the opposite leg in front. It's probably your less comfortable leg in front, less habitual side. Good. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to the right again, and place your left hand behind your head to the base of your skull. We're going to inhale, lift your heart, move that elbow a little bit behind you. Yep. Take a teeny tiny back bend, and then exhale, curl and fold over your right thigh. Inhale, open, lift that elbow, you're on the side. And exhale, coil in and over. You may want to use a little bit of your abdominal engagement here. Good. Inhale, open up. And exhale, yep. Over on this side, there we go. Rise back up. Reach both arms up to the middle, hands touch. Good, go to the other side. Gentle opening. So we're over on the left, right hand behind the head. Lift your chin off your chest, breathe in. Exhale, curl and coil over the left Bye. Oh, I heard a pop on the other side of the room. Inhale, open. That was Mom. There she went. Exhale, coil and curl. Inhale, open. Yep, last one. Very nice. We're not in a rush, right? We're not in a rush. Open back up, both arms up. Feel that moment. This is mindfulness, right? Hands touch. And we'll fold forward again. You're going to get a little more intense stretch on the other side, on the other hip this time. Try to let go of trying to coerce or force anything to happen. We're going with the flow, right? Feel the force of gravity. Maybe explore deep within the shoulders. Allow your head to drop a little bit more. If your head is really, really relaxed, really, truly relaxed, all the muscles in your face relaxed, you know what starts to happen? You'll drool. You'll start drooling. So if you feel saliva traveling through your mouth, that's a good sign. You are so letting go. Walk your hands back in. Take them behind you, stretch your legs out, press your heels out, out, out. Fingertips behind you and lift that chest. I'm on my fingertips because I've got short arms, but you might be flat palmed. It's up to you. Roll your shoulders back. Relax your jaw, maybe lift your chin just a bit. Breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. And release. We're going to come onto all fours. Take your legs behind you. I'm going to switch. See my other set of friends here. Yep, coming onto all fours in table position. How's it going? So gentle movements, right? We started with some breathing, some restorative, some body scan. Now we're into gentle movements, releasing tension. Spread your fingers wide and your knees are hips distance, and you're just going to move forward and back through space. So the weight and pressure comes onto your hands and then your knees. And be mindful about the pressure on your knees. If it's unpleasant, something feels wrong, then place a blanket or a towel under there and double your mat. You might make some circles here. So I kind of swing my hips over to the right and over to the left. Just taking some free movements. You might even choose to come all the way forward onto your belly and take, I call it a lazy cobra. Just a big lazy up stretch. And invite your breath to still travel. Your breath is your prana and apana vayu. Prana vayu, apana vayu. So that inward inhalation, inward energy, and then that down and out energy, that letting go, that release. We're all going to go all the way back into a child's pose. Listen to your joints. If you need to stick your fanny a little bit more up in the air and be in a puppy pose, you can do that. Otherwise, hips are back and down, resting on the heels. Well, mine don't really touch. Yours might touch, doesn't matter. Elbows touch the ground, forehead touch the ground. And again, let's just go with the flow here. See if you can scan through your body, especially deep within the creases of the hips and deep within the shoulders, where you're letting gravity do the work. Gravity does the work. We're going to take this into a side stretch again. So walk your hands over to the right. And lift your head and your chest a little bit. Walk your hands over to the right. And you might swing that left hand around. For some people, let's see, this was 12 o'clock. So I went 1, 2. Some people go all the way to 3 o'clock. I'm going to go to about 2 o'clock with that left arm. Rest on the center of your forehead again, and then let your right arm pull back a little bit. So you're focused on just a gentle opening across the left side of the body. Kind of accentuating the heaviness of your left hip. Take a full round of slow, deep, balancing breath. And then slowly lift your head, walk over to the other side. If you reach out too far, you might start to feel a pinch or a strain in your shoulder. So you might want to soften all your joints. I've been very much lately, all my classes, I'm talking about unlocking joints, all of them, all the joints. So soften it up a little bit. No need to force. Your left arm kind of relaxes. You're reaching out to through the right arm and heavy in your right hip. Heavy, heavy. And you're drooling. You're drooling on the mat. There's nowhere else to be but right here. This is what's happening. It's just you, just this nice container of time just for you right now. Good. Lift your head back up, come through to the center. And before your legs go to sleep, we're gonna flip around and come down onto your back. Gentle movements, releasing deep layers of tension. Come onto your back and pull your knees to your chest. Relax your head on the floor, and you can rock your legs a little bit side to side. And let's start here. Plant your feet about mat's distance, so a little wider than your hips. And take your arms out to the sides. Shoulders are tucked under. And we're just going to let the knees drop over to one side. This is a windshield wiper. It'll look like a pinwheel. Your legs look like a pinwheel from the ceiling. And then drop them to the other side. So feet don't move, they just stay wide apart. And then move back and forth at your pace. So that could be either with the pace and rhythm of your breath, or it might feel nice to just drop them to one side, let them hang out, and really get fully weighted. What feels better for you right now? We're not trying to locomote anywhere, right? We're not trying to move mechanically. This is a very visceral movement, right? A very sensed movement. Come back through the center. I could do that one for hours. Stretch your legs out long. Keep your butt glued to the floor where it is, but walk your heels over to the right edge of the mat. Heels go over to the right, and then cross your left ankle over your right. You can bring your arms up like a letter Y. You could grab onto your right hand grabs left wrist, or right hand grabs left elbow, like you're holding your elbows over your head. If you want to add a little more shape into this, let's call it the banana. You're just a reclining banana. You could move your head and shoulders a little bit to the right as well. So your butt is glued to the floor. You just make a little banana shape on the ground. And wherever you are, I don't want you to feel any pinches or any kind of closing off or claustrophobia of joints, right? So you might have to back off a little bit. Let it be easy to be right here. Your hips and your chest are facing the ceiling. Relax your head down. Take that little body scan. You shouldn't really have to do any work. If it's hard to focus your mind on just being right here, then take a few dandelion breaths. 4 counts in, 8 counts out. We're going to slowly switch to the other side. I always think it's interesting to note where I felt that. Where was the tightest part of my body that's getting the most resistance? So I'm going to go back through the middle, walk my heels to the left, cross my right ankle over the left. Head and shoulders might wiggle that way also, over to the left. Arms are either just a nice letter Y. I could hold my right wrist or my right elbow. Relax your head, relax your jaw, and close your eyes. If your ankles are crossed, they should be stuck together. So you shouldn't need to do any work in your legs. That takes a moment. Letting go, sense of letting go is felt through Apanavayu. That's your exhalation, a release of energy. That release is what triggers your healing system called rest and digest. That natural healing and repairing system in your body. Rest and digest, parasympathetic side, is through your exhale. You might start, I just got a stomach gurgle, right? It was a sign. Rest and digest is happening. Or you might be hungry if you're hearing the gurgles. You might just be hungry. Also a good sign. There's no rush. But we'll find our way back to center. I want you to place your arms back to T. And your feet are going to be flat. Feet flat. Bend your knees. Feet are about hips distance. And I want you to lift your right knee towards your chest a little bit, about halfway towards your chest, and then lift your right foot up to hold just the weight of the ceiling for a moment. Just press the ceiling away, and then slowly bend your knee again and place your foot back to the floor. Feel that moment. There's a moment where your foot connects again. Left knee comes in towards your chest. Extend the leg. Feel the weight of the ceiling. Press the ceiling a bit. Bend your knee. And find the moment your foot touches the floor again. This is called a slow march. Right knee. Foot. Knee. Foot. Left knee. Well, this is just great for your back. Go at your own pace. The slow march. We're not actually trying to get anywhere. You're just sensing your body. You might notice how you give your weight from one hip to the other as the legs rise, fall. You can close your eyes. It's not about getting a straight leg. This is it. This is all there is, just for now. Next time you bring a leg up, we're going to add the other one. 2 legs up. 2 legs up, knees a little bent. We're going to take your left leg all the way down to the left, all the way down to the floor. So your legs are split about 90. Left leg goes all the way to the left, yep. And then the right leg will fall on top of it. So you're in a twist. Arms are still spreading out. And we're gonna go tick-tock, okay? So right leg lifts back up, the bent knee. I hope you have space for this, yep. And then the right leg follows. And then the right leg opens to the right and goes to the floor. And then the left leg follows. Left leg up to 12 o'clock. Right leg follows. Left leg to 9 o'clock. Right leg follows. Again, right leg lift. And the left. Right leg over to 3 o'clock. And then the left. And then we're going to hold here. Legs relaxed and heavy. Close your eyes. Knees are bent slightly. We're trying to give the weight of your legs to the floor even more. You might choose to turn your head as well. You'll find some sensations through the upper back. So if you turn the head, don't roll on the back of the head, but rather pick it up just a tiny bit. Rotate your head and then place it back down to the left. Relax your jaw. If you're still with me, you're doing an amazing job. For some people, this is the hardest practice in yoga. I was a cat in many former lives, so this is very soothing to me. But I can appreciate that this is not easy for everybody. It's fine. It's okay. Be patient. Good. Turn your head back to center if it turned, and then we'll switch to the other side, but you know how to do it, right? One leg at a time. Up, and then up, and then down, and then down. You might crisscross at the ankles or just get comfortable. You don't have to do any special breathing, but if it's soothing and balancing, take some dandelion breaths. If you want to rotate your head, pick it up, rotate it so your chin is still over your shoulder. And place it back down. Heavy your head, relax your jaw. Enjoy that there's just nothing required of you right now. Bring your head back to center. Come out of your twist, one leg at a time, up, and then bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a little hug, hold your knees in, rock a little side to side. Notice how you're feeling. Good. We're going to do some breath work and some energy work and some meditation. So I invite you to take a position that's going to be good for that. So here's your options. You can come with me and sit up and crisscross. You could also sit against some furniture. You could lie down, right? You could lie down if you wanted to. But here's the thing with lying down to meditate. Who knows what I'm about to say? The risk when you lie down to meditate is falling asleep. But hey, you know what? You're all grown-ups and you can do what you want. So if you want to lie down and go to sleep, make yourself happy, right? It's all fine with me. How's everyone doing? Thumbs. Everyone who's been to Zoom yoga before knows that the teacher can't hear anything, so you have to use your thumbs ups every once in a while. Good. Feel free to lie down. Don't worry what everyone else is doing. It doesn't matter. So we talked for a second. I'm gonna sit on this big ass pillow. That would feel nice. Oh yeah. We talked for a second about energy and balancing. So there's a lot of like inward and upward. I said pranavayu. It's that inward and upward energy right now. That's too much inhalation. So what happens if you, right? You're inhaling too much, kind of in that fast manner. That's when you're nervous, you're anxious, you're excited. It could be for good or bad reasons. It's just too much in. You've got too much oxygen in your blood. And what happens is you're igniting your fight or flight response. I don't even call it fight, flight, or party, right? Because sometimes it's for excitement energy, even can get you going too much. So that's a big inward and upward pranavayu energy. So the opposite, the opposing action, back up. That inward and upward is through air in, food, right? Food comes in through energy. Energy comes in through food, rather. Water, information, senses, what you see with your eyes, things people say to you. That's all pranavayu, inward and upward, like receiving, absorbing, taking in, okay? The down and out is called apanavayu. Apanavayu, down and out. So food going out, that's the bathroom stuff. It's your exhalation. It's your letting go, right? It's like moving on, digesting, okay? Moving forward, that's the way I like to call that. That's your moving forward energy, okay? In the middle of the in and the out, the digestion process happens, right? So all that circulating energy that digests all your systems working and processing and absorbing and using what it needs is called samanavayu. Samanavayu. So energy comes in, it gets processed and absorbed, and energy moves out. That makes sense, right? That's how food goes. That's how we find energy. So when we're imbalanced, one of these energies is kind of stuck. Either we're stuck with too much in, we're stuck processing. You know, maybe there's a plug. That's called constipation, right? Emotional or physical. Or maybe we're leaking. We're leaking too much. We're not able to process that energy. So things become imbalanced. So here's what we're gonna do. I need you to use your imagination, okay? I want you to use your imagination so that your mind syncs up with your body. So we're gonna hold a ball in front of us of feathers. You're holding your hands as light and easy. If you're lying down, you can do this too. It's the same. As a ball of feathers. Yep, Amy, I just saw her hands go up. That's it. We've got a couple Amy's in here. Usually we have 5 Amy's. We only have 2 today. Good. So you can close your eyes if you want. You're holding that easy ball of feathers. Shoulders soft. Yep. It's very light. Good. So I want you to imagine someone just passed you the ball of feathers and you received it. And then I want you to give it back. Sort of like when you're tossing a ball back and forth. You can close your eyes. Imagine receiving and giving. And when you breathe in, feel the ball of feathers expand in your hands. And when you let go, feel them leaving. They could go out to the sides, up or down. It's just something away from your body. So breathing in, receiving, absorbing, exhale, letting it go. Breathing in and letting it go. Try that just a few more times. It could be coming in from any direction. Could be the same direction, doesn't matter. Using your imagination. So now I want you to imagine instead of your hands are like you're holding a ball of feathers, but you've got a bright white light. Receiving bright light white on your inhale. And exhale, sending it forth. Try it. Using your imagination. Some people use bright white light. It's just some kind of image for energy. Do you have another image? Sometimes I use sparkly glitter. Kind of just an electric, sparkly silver glitter. My friend Kim uses hearts and stars. She sees hearts and stars. Ariel sees people traveling through Penn Station. Okay, let your hands come to your lap. Close your eyes. Breathe in and out. And use your imagination. When you inhale, take your bright white light or whatever your image you're using for your energy, receiving into your center, so around the navel center, into your body and expanding. Swirling around at the top of your inhale. And then as you exhale, it's going to exit your body through 6 limbs. That's your head, your tail, 2 arms, and 2 legs. Use your imagination. When you breathe in, bright white light entering through your navel center, swirling around through your body. And when you exhale, whoosh, it leaves all 6 limbs. Try it. Just try it. If the hands were helping you, do it. Yeah, do what feels good. See if you can just focus your mind on using your imagination to feel your energy being received, processed, and let go. Received, processed, and let go. Relax in your body. If this exercise doesn't work for you, then you are just sitting and you're focusing on your breath. That's fine. But maybe just try it. Maybe just try it. Good. Just like when we were kids, you use your imagination all the time. It's the same thing. Stay relaxed in your body, eyes closed, and I want you to let that go. We're going to use our brains. Let's use our brains. I want you to bring to mind somebody either in your life now, or maybe who's been in your life in the past, who's really deeply cared for you. It could be a person. It could be even a creature. I see some animals on camera now. It could be somebody who's living. It could be somebody who's not with us anymore. Bring to mind one person, whatever the first person or creature came to mind. Could be a universal being. And I want you to connect to the feeling, what it's like knowing that they care for you. The feeling of being cared for. Can you bring that up into your mind right now and feel it in your body? What does that feel like? Maybe their presence is close to you right now. What does it feel like when they make a gesture towards you? Do something nice, something soothing, something helpful. Can you conjure up in your brain, right, with your brain, the feeling of being cared for? And can you let it last? This is the important part. Use your mind to create and bring up that memory of being cared for, feeling cared for. Feel it in your body right now, and then let it last, let it linger. Just a few more seconds, a few more moments. We're going to finish with a very common, you probably know this meditation. It's just a call and response that I think symbolizes this feeling very much. This is a psychological strength of being cared for, feeling safe and cared for, so that we can promote healing for ourselves and for those around us. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna unmute everyone. If you're still on mute, that's okay. If you muted yourself. But I'm gonna unmute everyone. We might hear children and dogs and all these things, but that's okay. If you're lying down, you're welcome to stay lying down, or maybe just sit up so we can all hear you. So I'm gonna get that echo. So we're gonna do a meditation. Can you guys hear me okay? No. Okay. Scratch that idea. I'm gonna mute everyone. But I can't hear you, so you have to promise now that you're gonna say it at home, okay? Right? Yeah, good. Tina's like, yeah, you got it, Rebecca. Good. Oh, it's so easy and sweet. You can sit here. You can place your hands maybe at your heart or on your knees or anywhere that's comfortable. And you're just going to repeat after me. May I be safe.
May I be safe.
May I be happy.
May I be happy.
May I be healthy.
May I be healthy.
May I feel at ease.
May I feel at peace.
May you be safe.
May you be safe.
May you be happy.
May you be
May you be healthy.
May you be healthy.
May you live with ease.
May you live with ease.
May all beings be safe.
May all beings be safe.
May all beings be happy.
May all beings be happy.
May all beings be healthy.
May all beings be present.
May all beings live with ease.
May all beings live with ease.
Let's all take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. Now I'm going to mute. Thank you so much.
Thank you.